Hey everybody, welcome back to the March Mood Mindfulness Challenge. Today is day 24 and we're talking about the self-love languages, and we're talking today specifically about receiving gifts. So this is one of my favorite ones, probably because I don't receive gifts as much, and I don't give gifts as much, so I went ahead and went onto the quiz on the website, which I'll pop in the link below, and I had a look at what my own love languages are, and gift giving is one of my lowest ones, so it's one thing I do the least of all the 5 languages. So it's one that I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about today, and sharing a little bit of tips with you as to why this is one of the ones to give yourself, and why it's quite important in the art of self-love and self-acceptance. So I wanted to talk first about what the benefits of gift giving in general were. So if you think about gift giving, it's basically going out of your way to purchase something for someone. Now, you could say that this is a selfish act, or you could place it as a selfless act. A selfish act is one where you do this for a reason. So a lot of times, my reasons used to be, I have to buy them a gift because they bought me a gift last time. And as you grow and mature, you start realizing that is quite immature, and the reason why you do give people gifts is because you actually just love them and you think that they will love this beautiful gift. So the whole point of gift giving is to create stronger bonds and to create stronger connections with people. So when you receive a gift, you feel good because someone thought of you, and that strengthens the bond between you and that person, and it keeps you kind of in love, kind of in connection, kind of and it kind of reminds you all the wonderful things about that person and why that person is important in your life. So if you were to turn the tables on you being the person gifting yourself, you're not only going to get the beautiful feelings of actually buying yourself something, as you do when you buy a friend something, you will also get the beautiful feeling of, oh my God, they thought of me and they love me. I feel so good. So the whole purpose of doing everything here that you would normally do to feel good and to get somebody else's love, you're getting the positive benefits of being the giver, but also doubly important is you're getting the positive benefits of being the receiver of all this. So this whole self-love languages is actually taking love and connecting to self to a total different level. So another thing here is that if you think of yourself as receiving a gift from somebody, you do feel happy. You either feel surprised, like, oh my gosh, you didn't need to buy me a present, or oh my gosh, you brought me a present, I'm so excited. And neurologically, we know that when we're surprised or when we're happy and when we're excited, this releases the chemicals in our brain, dopamine, adrenaline, serotonin, all those feel-good hormones that we feel, they get released when you get a gift. Similarly, if you think of yourself giving your child a gift and you're so pleased at the reaction that you're getting from the person who's receiving the gift, you also have those similar chemicals being released in your brain. So here's the whole wonderful thing, is that if you're about to buy yourself a gift and then you know that you're going to give it to yourself, and you know that you're about to receive the gift, you're getting like a double hit of serotonin and dopamine and all those great chemicals, and you're instantly going to lift your spirits and you're instantly going to feel good. And we know that how you feel emotionally reflects how we feel mentally, and also reflects on the vitality or the physicality of our bodies. So if you're feeling good and you're gonna tell yourself good things about yourself, then you're also going to be in a much better state than being stressed and anxiety. So giving gifts and receiving gifts does play a huge role in decreasing stress and anxiety in your life, which is why random acts of kindness are just so beautiful, and they keep going round because the person who's giving them gets that hit, and the person who's received them knows what it's like to get that hit, and they want to then reciprocate onto others. Buying a gift usually gives people a feeling of confidence. So when you make that decision to go ahead and buy a gift for that person in your life, you feel like you're about to do something important. You're on a mission to do something that means something. We talked about significance. If you think it's important to buy someone a present for their birthday, you're going to go ahead and follow that task all the way through because it means something to you. So buying a gift for someone increases confidence in the first place. So can you imagine if you increased confidence in yourself when you bought that gift and then turned around and gave yourself that gift, how much more self-worth you will feel knowing that you thought it was important to buy you a gift. So this is a huge case of increasing self-esteem, increasing confidence, increasing self-worth, and it is something that is just so powerful in buying yourself just any little thing that you, and a lot of time people just say, oh, it's no big deal. It is such a big deal, and we need to celebrate the little things. We have to stop negating all the amazing things that we do for people and for ourselves. It is a big deal. Increasing mental health is a big deal. Increasing self-worth and confidence is a big deal. And we have to start patting ourselves on the back, and we have to start acknowledging it, and we have to start taking it like, I'm so happy that you're happy. This is just so great to see that this was the right thing for you. Take it. Don't shrug it off. It's all energy, and it's all connection, and it's all confidence, and it's just such a beautiful fabric. And although it's not tangible, it is so important to who we are and who we think we are and how we act and how we're being with ourselves. So when we acknowledge that we've done a good thing and we accept that we are that good person, that we have actually done someone a great deal, a favor or a gift or something like that, we should take ownership for it, because that means that we are a good person, and that's all we ever want to be. We want to feel good about ourselves. So why do we deny it when we do it? The other thing about gift giving is that in a way, it allows you to express gratitude to that person. So if someone has been with you, like let's say a teacher, right? A teacher's been with you for the whole year. At the end of the year, what do? We always buy the teacher something, and we're expressing the gratitude for that teacher. Although she's doing her job, and I've heard this a lot, she's just doing her job. Why are we, putting money in for the teacher's present at the end of the year? You are expressing a gratitude, because if nobody did their job, then your child would be out of, a teacher. So you do express gratitude by giving a gift. And you have seen many times when you've given that teacher a gift, she is so surprised because she was just doing her job and she didn't expect it. So can you imagine the double gratitude of, being so grateful for yourself, and then being so grateful that you treated yourself. So it's just the most amazing thing of taking the 5 self-love languages and magnifying the benefits that just doing it on the one level is, and bringing it into yourself. So what you're doing is you're actually being the giver of these things, and you're being the receiver of the self-love languages. And it is such an incredible boost to your self-esteem and to your mental health and to your energetic vitality, that I can't stress this enough as it being a habit and almost like a way of thinking of being independently looking after ourselves, being independently able to love yourself and fulfill your needs and be competent at expressing your gratitude for yourself and your love for yourself and just all these things. Giving gifts upholds the law of abundance, and the law of abundance basically just talks about the flow in nature as and I've talked about this before, as a raindrop that comes down and it goes into the river, and the river flows out into the sea, and then the sea evaporates and goes up into the clouds and becomes a rain. So it's this never-ending flow of life. So as we give, we receive. The river receives from the cloud, the ocean receives from the river, the clouds receive from the ocean, and then there's this never-ending circle of resources in the world. And so much of it is like this. When we give a gift, we are giving something of ourselves, which then allows somebody else to give of themselves and to follow it on. So when you are giving of yourself to yourself, you are forever increasing that trust with yourself, that love for yourself, that admiration for yourself, which then just spurs you on to do other things for other people. So this is the whole thing about love. How can you give love when you don't even have it for yourself? But when you fulfill all your needs for love, when you fulfill all your needs for confidence, you're so over spilling with it that you're happily able to give other people that which you have a lot of. And as a result, you don't feel hard done by when someone doesn't say thank you, when someone doesn't give you a gift. I've heard a lot of times, what about me? I paid for the coffee, I paid for the lunch, no one's... And that's the language that you hone into. If someone's dying to get someone's attention by continuously doing things for them, paying for them, well, maybe what they need to do is start looking after themselves first until they feel like they're filled with love enough to start giving again for the sake of giving instead of giving for the sake of getting. So today I put a few things down here for how to receive gifts, and I'd love to know how what it is that you do to gift yourself and to receive gifts from yourself. And I think this is such a fun topic because the sky's the limit here. You can do whatever you want because you know how to surprise yourself. You know what would make you giggle and what would make you squirm and what would make you laugh. So I put make it personal. So make it just for you. Like I remember a lot of times, I still do, I suppose. I used to make things, I would only allow myself the opportunity to buy things for myself if other people could have them. Do you remember that episode of The Simpsons when Homer Simpson purchased his wife a bowling ball for her birthday, and he knew that she wasn't going to use it, so he was going to take it, and she got so angry that she took the bowling ball, went and did like a whole course on bowling, and she became like the world bowling champion. I remember this because that was just so me. I would like want something and then go, well, I'm going to buy this because I'm sure the kids will eat it with me. I'm going to go on this holiday because then the kids would be able to do that. I'm going to purchase this shirt and then, my son can wear it with me. Like I would never allow myself to purchase something for me. And that was my thing that I had to go through, like my struggle for my journey. So here it's about make it personal. Like if you're in a household of boys, buy yourself nail polish. That way you know that nail polish is only for you. I mean, this may be gender biased. Maybe boys are now wearing nail polish anyway, but in my home, my boys don't wear nail polish. And make it useful. Like sometimes, this is something that I used to do too, but that's useless. What am I going to do with that? Well, sometimes having something useless is okay, but most of the time I would find myself buying something that was useful. So a very, very, very pretty pen, I can still use a pen. A really, really, really pretty vase For the house, so I can put the centerpiece, yeah, that's good. But I still love that, right? That I bought that for myself. So that's okay too. Also purchase things that are really sentimental. Like if you used to love Care Bears as a child, then buy yourself a Care Bear mug. I know that's what I did. I found that when I went back to things that I used to love, there's a point where I'm like, where I told myself it's time to grow up and to put aside all the baby stuff. And then recently hitting 40, I'm just like, you know what? I used to love this. This was gorgeous. And it would bring back a lot of memories. Similarly, thinking about people that I love and making it sentimental about people that I love, purchasing things like that. Like my grandma used to love crochet stuff. So I find that buying like little crochet tops and stuff are very sentimental to me because they remind me of a time and they connect me with someone who I loved in my very early childhood years and who's not here with me anymore. So sometimes purchasing things that are quite sentimental and vintage and antique-y are a connection to a part of us that we've left a long time ago but still lives within us. So that always brings up a little bit of joy, a lot of joy actually. Keep it kind on your budget is the next one. So, like if you want to buy yourself a rock every month, go ahead, that's cool. But for me, keeping it on a budget allows me to be able to give myself just a little gift every once in a while and not just like wait for one time of the year where I'm going to go on my holiday and that's it. And that's what I used to do. I used to hold off, buy myself one thing that I wanted, and it was just too far in between gifts. So when I learned to break it down and make it kind, even if it's your coffee on a Friday morning, even if it's your coffee every day, however you choose to treat yourself is your way to treat yourself. No guilt and pure joy and pure self-love and acceptance. And lastly, make it fun. Like make purchasing something and giving yourself a gift fun. Because remember, this is the whole point. Life's going to come at us with a million stresses and a million challenges, and sometimes it's not fun, and sometimes we've got to get through it, and sometimes we got to just take it and then come home and process it. That's what being an adult is, and that's what being part of life is all about. So for goodness sake, when it's time to be in control and give ourselves something, let's give ourselves a little bit of fun, have a laugh, allow the lightness and the brightness and the happiness and the chemical formation of fun to start flowing through our bodies, because the chemical release for stress is happening anyway, right? So make it fun whenever you can and give yourself opportunities to bring joy in your life through this one self-love language of giving yourself a gift. Another thing you can do to give yourself a gift is to invest in yourself. For your future self is your gift of growth. Growth comes in many forms, and a lot of it comes from learning. So if you ever wanted to give yourself an opportunity to grow yourself, go ahead and do it. And that could be like what I'm doing at the moment is I've invested in myself and I've gifted myself a 12-week transformation program journey that I'm going on. And my goodness, I've never done that for myself before. So I've actually invested in many aspects of my life here. I've invested in my mental health. I've invested in my diet. I've invested in my physical body. I've invested in my emotions, the emotions of going to the gym. I've invested in my social life, and just that one gift that I gave myself touched so many aspects of my life that I can't believe I've never thought of it before, and I can't believe I've been waiting for someone to give me this gift, and I don't think anybody would ever have given me that gift. So I'm so pleased that I invested in myself for that. I've also invested in coaching, and you guys know I'm a coach, so sometimes we can't do things for ourselves. Sometimes people are way ahead of us in the journey, and in order for us to get where we're going, we need help from somebody else. So as children, we needed help from our parents. As children, we need help from our teachers. At work, we need help from our managers and our mentors. doctors need help from other doctors, dentists need help from other medical practitioners. We all help one another. So go ahead and invest in whatever it is that you feel you need to get yourself to wherever you want to be. If you see yourself somewhere and you want to be somewhere else, give yourself the gift of the tool or the platform or the program that you need to get there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait to hear what your answers were for how you treat yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video.